Welcome back, all my addict fanatics. How are we doing today? I hope everybody is enjoying the magic of the holiday season as much as they possibly could, because I know there's also a lot of stress that comes along with it. Today I'm going to try and make this as short as possible. And Drew, I know you're probably thinking, yeah, right, this guy can't do anything quick or short. But anyway, I have a shout out to give, some generosity that was thrown my way by a good friend of mine here on YouTube. And I want to talk about my beginnings, I guess you want to say, as a card collector, and kind of when it started. And I'm going to show you a few cards that connect that to that time period, and I guess fill you in and tell you a little story. So let's turn this thing around and I'll see you on the flip side. All right, as you folks could see, I have a little bit of, what do you want to call it? Some might call it junk, some might call it collectibles. I know my girlfriend calls me a hoarder, not a quarter, a hoarder all the time. So anyway, I just love to collect things. I love to collect things that remind me of people and times in my life, stuff like that. As you can see, Scott at Ranger Studio card there. I put Chief Wahoo down there representing Cleveland. Him and my good friend Warren out there. Yankees, Ed, angry old man, threw that out there. Yesterday, came in the mail. I got this card from my good friend Gannon over at JGA59. Please go over and check him out. Get him some subs. A lot of knowledge of the game. I mean, he's been around since the dinosaurs, so he knows a lot. And you know I'm just joking, Gannon. I just love busting you every chance I get. Anyway, I received this in the mail. It says, serve Coca-Cola, sign of a good times. Love Coca-Cola, can't drink it as much anymore being diabetic. And I'm just going to read this card. And it says, December of 2025, thanks for dating it, Gannon, because my Alzheimer might kick in and I might not remember what year I got this. Dear Andy, season's greetings. Have a super freaking awesome Christmas, my friend. Your friend, Gannon. Truly appreciate that, my friend. So anyway, inside that card, Gannon, knowing I'm a Pirates fan and knowing that I like two is better than one, sent me these 1972 Topps World Series Champions team card. Love it. And Mr. Steve Blass. Little shout out to Matt Bowler over there, who always has hearts in his eyes for Mr. Blass. Go over there and check his channel out too. He's a big TTMer, goes to a lot of Pirates events, season ticket holder. Wish I could have got out there to meet you guys. It's a lot of you guys being invited out to that Clemente Day game. But it didn't happen, and two are better than one. Thank you very much, Gannon. I truly appreciate this. As I told you in the text message, I used to have this whole team set. And years ago, when I ran into some financial difficulties between child support and not having a very high-paying job at the time, had to sell the whole team set away, and that included the Clemente, and I've since then got the Stargell back. Thank you very much. You don't know how much this means to me, but what means the most to me overall is your friendship. The conversations we have at least once or twice a week. Gosh, 2 hours long sometimes. Thank you for that, though. I'm so grateful that I've connected with you. And moving on to the next thing I want to do. Joey over at Brock's Boys, Aaron and Jordan. I'm going to give him a shout out. He is at 840 subs right now, and he is trying to reach 900. So if you don't know about Joey, I will put the link for his channel below, same as Gannon's. And go over and sub to him. Just check him out a little bit. He doesn't make very long videos, so I mean, it wouldn't take much time just to check out a few of his videos. And please sub to him. let's help one another out in this community. The goal right now is to get to 900. Let's help them get there. Let's make it happen. All right. So I'm going to move on to my topic today. First, I want to show this card quick because I'm going to talk about my start of how I started collecting cards. Terry. I want to give a shout out to Terry at TJ Maxx Vintage Cards. I will leave a link in the description as well for him. Awesome channel. YouTube Sports Card Hall of Famer. Well deserving. Narration like no other. Collection. Totally awesome. So many cards that and stories that I connect with on a level. He actually, his narration brings a lot of stuff flushing back into my memories from when I was a child as well. I know I'm a couple years older than you, I think, Terry, so thank you for doing that. That is like the ultimate gift to me, is to rekindle those awesome magical moments of collecting in the hobby. But Terry is a Dallas Cowboys fan, so that's hence the Cowboys. Joey from Brock's Boys is a Phillies fan, and so on and so on. So anyway, giving shout outs to those channels. Please go check them out if you're not already. But anyway, Terry, this is I found one of my childhood cards that I used to make the card houses out of, and like every child, as a true collector, we check marked our checklists front and back. As you could see, I really didn't have a lot of money back there. I wasn't getting much allowance, so I really didn't have much of the set. And I don't know what the heck is on the top there. It looks like maybe it got ran over by something, but this was one of those cards probably that I was building card houses on that shag carpet I spoke about in the living room that my sister used to come in and terrorize me and knock them down on me when I'd have them 8 stories high. All right, let's get to the main focus of this video. All right, so try to view yourself through my eyes for a moment. I'm sitting at one of those vintage old school top desks that flipped up. It was like a flip top on hinges. And I can't remember what came first, if I actually got my first pack of Kiss cards before that or not. So it's almost like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, the Kiss cards or me flipping that desk open and seeing these beautiful pieces of cardboard printed images? The 2 cards that were in that desk are the 2 cards I'm going to show today. And then I will show a couple extras here that go along with the story. So I'm sitting at my desk and I flip open the desk as I'm sitting in 3rd grade, not focused on what the teacher is saying. And what appears before me are these 2 cards sitting inside the desk. And to be honest, I was like, I don't know what are these? Like, I had no idea at the time that this was my first introductions period to sports cards. Like I said, I may have already had a pack of Kiss cards because I was really into Kiss back then. But so I knew they were cardboard cards, but I never saw football cards before. And when I saw these, and it's funny, I'm not a Cowboys fan. My Uncle Mike is a Cowboys fan. Big time, die hard. Remember Thanksgiving meals, watching the Cowboys for Thanksgiving Day, them hooting and hollering when anything good happened, and griping and maybe even cussing a little bit when something bad happened. These were the 2 cards. They are 1978 Topps, Roger Staubach. So whoever was sitting at that desk on a regular basis was a Cowboys fan. But this struck my interest in sports cards. Now, mind you, I didn't get my first ones until years later, but they were very intriguing to me, very interesting. I, didn't want to touch them because I didn't want anybody thinking I was trying to steal them or anything like that. And honestly, at 8 years old, I'm surprised I didn't steal them. Anyway, this was my introduction to sports cards. I did not own any, like I said, but that was the first time I had visually seen them. I never looked for packs in stores or anything like that until the following year, which probably was set off by these two cards. So moving forward along with those, that's my little story there about how I got introduced to that. I wanted to show the 1979 Topps Roger Staubach. I showed this last year in the beginning of the year when I first started my channel. As I was showing, this is the first year that I had any cards at all. I bugged my dad. If you just haven't heard the story, I bugged my dad. We were in the A&P grocery store, and I bugged him and bugged him. There was a grocery pack, and he allowed me to get it after a little bit of getting tired of my moaning and groaning probably and bugging. Thankfully he did, because it started a whirlwind for me, and I made my first worst trade, as you all know, for baseball cards and Star Wars figures in 1981, but these were the first actual cards I ever had were the 1979 Topps. And this is Roger the Dodger and playing for America's team. And these were really memorable years for me, as like I said, my uncle was a huge Cowboys fan. I'm going to show you a card I just picked up not too long ago. And this is an art card. And what an awesome art card it is. It is in the appearance of the 1980 Topps. There was not a 1980 Topps Roger Staubach base card. He was on the leaders card. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was with Dan Fouts for passing leaders. But I thought, wow, this, I needed to get it. It just spoke to me in the moment. I grabbed it. I think it was like $4 or something like that for the art card. And just like Scott with his talent, there's other people out there that have other talents. But look at those last 2 years, 78 and 79. There should have been an 80 Topps card made of him. His last 2 seasons were the highest passing yards he ever had in his career. And that struck me odd that, you know, I know he probably retired because of injuries, and he might have even suffered concussions. I can't recall. I was too young to really pay attention to that thing. And like every great collector, I did not do my research today. I'm more about the stories, folks, that I recall and how it happened for me. I'm not a big stats guy as far as looking information up. There's enough of you out there that do an excellent job with that. I just like to share my personal memories as much as I possibly can. Don't you think that's a great card? Maybe I'll even influence Terry to go out and buy one if he doesn't have one already. These are awesome. Terry, comment, let me know. I'll hook you up with where I got it. They might have more, and if not, I think the guy that does these or sells them on eBay had told me about a website that actually sells art cards like this. So either way, let me know. And thanks to Gannon, me and Terry connected. See, that's how this cycle works, folks. It's like pass it forward. I was watching Picker Jim one day. He mentioned a guy named Gannon. Thought, I'll check him out. Went over, checked him out, commented. That's how it happened. It just rolled into a great friendship, just like I have a great friendship with a lot of people on here. Nobody talks my ear off though like Gannon. Anyway, and then from Gannon, one day we're talking, he asked if I ever seen Terry's channel, and I said no. Lo and behold, I love it. It is such a great channel. I also wanted to explain this foam finger. I will move it front and center here. Take a little look at it. That is the front side. Got a lot. And then we will turn it around. And I am not the #1 Cowboys fan, but I am a fan of history and remembrance of a lot of these players that once played. And I have so many great memories. I probably have a few. I'll keep it on this side. Nah, screw it. We'll flip it over. I don't want to see that number one. Anyway, I have a lot of great memories. I probably have a couple players from each team over the years that I've literally enjoyed watching. I don't have a hate, I don't think, for any team. I have my favorite teams and I have my favorite players. Love to collect different players just like the rest of us. I also wanted to add, and I don't know why I forgot, but during the filming of the foam finger, I wanted to add too that my sister and her previous boyfriend at the time, it was inaugural game out in Dallas at the new stadium. And don't ask me what it's called because I don't follow the Cowboys. But I asked my sister to pick me something up because whoever goes to a game or people that I know go to games, since I know I will never get out to a Cowboys game, I always ask people to grab me a souvenir. So I have a memory to go along with it or a connection with it. I wanted a big 10-gallon foam hat. Didn't happen. She said she couldn't find them. Not sure why. Maybe she just didn't want to look too hard and she seen this and grabbed it for me. But anyway, I was very grateful and appreciative, and I did give her the money that she spent for it. So yeah, so if I could find the picture of her out there, I will add that to this frame so everybody could see. And away we go. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to add, if you've made it this far, I tried making a short yesterday. It was too long. It's 4 minutes long, so I'm going to add it to the end of this video. I hope you don't go blind, and I don't know if you want your children present or not. There's no nudity, but it's a little it's a little silly. Please stick around, check it out. I'll be seeing you, I guess, in a couple more days if I possibly can make another video before Christmas. For Christmas. All right. I'll see you on the flip side so I can say my goodbyes. Welcome back. I'm going to conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed my tale, my story on the hobby, and kind of where it all started. I mean, it probably started with the Kiss cards, honestly, but as far as sports went, that is my very first experience, the beginning of my cardboard fetish, as I like to say. Anyway, I am wishing you all a magical holiday season. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I hope you are all enjoying it and not stressing too bad about it. If I'm not stressing about it, why should anybody else? I'm not getting paid. So, and I got 3 little kids that are expecting a lot of stuff. So, so I don't feel anybody else should be stressing it either. With that being said, and I know, seriously, I know everybody has their, everybody wears their own shoes, and we don't walk in them. But like I said, I hope everyone is enjoying it. I hope all your families, I wish all your families, and you have a very, very Merry Christmas if you don't see me before then or hear from me before then. And with that being said, as usual, have a super freaking awesome Sunday fun day, everybody. Have a super freaking awesome day. Peace, y'all.
Lace up your sneakers, pull the headband tight. Feel the rhythm, feel the night. When the water falls, you take your chance. It's a splash. He's got the rhythm, he's got the chance. In the midnight glow, he'll take the dance.
Splash Dance. Turn.
On the floor, rhythm in my hands. Beat up the meadow, making me dance. When the well light shine and I feel it alive.
What a flash! What a well. Alright, Splash Dancers, let's make some waves! Hit it! Here comes the tide! Woo! That's fresh! Splash Dance! Thank you! Hit it! Got my headband, got my tights. I might be gray, but my moves ignite. Listen up, crowd, it's Splash Dance night. When the beat drops, I feel alive. Here we go.
Whoa, nice.
And there he is. You brought the soundtrack.
First pressing a splash dance. Still smells like the 80s.
You are such a dork. I love it.
And you brought roses and a very fancy dog.
Stay tuned. The behind-the-scenes bloopers from our Flashdance parody starring Andy, headband, beard, and everything are rolling in next. You won't want to miss the laughs.
Woo.
That's refreshing. Cut! Gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! What? We're rolling again after we mop this up. Unbelievable.
Whoa, not yet.
That was early.
It's okay, I'm still dancing. That's going in the blooper reel, right? This is why they call
Please.
Andy, here to audition for Splash Dance.
Nice outfit. Is that pantyhose?
Aerodynamic, my friend.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's see what you've got.
You asked for it.
Time to splash dance. Action. Whoa. Cut. You all right? Ha! We got the splash before the dance.
That was the whole bucket, man. Guess the movie's living up to the name. Let's try it again. Maybe with a towel handy this time.
Cut! You've got to be kidding me! What? I nailed it. Cut! You've got to be kidding me.
All right, here we go. Yeah! Moment of truth. Still got it.
Yeah. What a feeling.